What's worse than watching your team get absolutely battered week after week? Knowing, deep in your gut, that the players who could fix everything are sitting in the treatment room counting down the days on a physio's calendar? These are the 7 injured superstars whose returns won't just be comebacks, they'll feel like deadline day blockbuster signings that drop in the middle of the season and flip the entire table upside down. 7 clubs on life support, 7 stories that will have you refreshing injury updates like a madman. Let's dive in, starting with the goalkeeper whose absence has turned Anfield into a haunted house. 1. Alisson, Liverpool's fallen wall. Picture the scene. Liverpool were cruising, unbeaten in almost everything, swaggering through the season like prime Klopp ball on steroids. One loss all campaign, that freak 2-1 at Crystal Palace. Then Galatasaray away, Champions League night, and Alisson pulls up. Silence. The kind of silence that rips through 60,000 scows at once. Since that moment, 4 defeats in 5 games. 4! Goals flying in from everywhere, defenders suddenly looking lost, and poor Georgi Memardishvili thrown in at the deep end. Remember Bryan Mbeumo waltzing through at Anfield for Manchester United? Remember the Georgian keeper frozen on his line while the ball nestles in the net? That's not just bad luck. That's life without the best goalkeeper on the planet. Alisson doesn't just stop shots, he organizes, he screams, he turns chaos into calm. Right now the Reds are a Ferrari with no brakes. 1 clean sheet when he returns, and the title race is back on. The cop is holding its breath. 2. James Maddison, Tottenham's missing magic. Tottenham fans were buzzing all summer. New manager, new system, new toys. And right in the middle of it all was supposed to be James Maddison pulling the strings like a cheeky puppet master. Kudos on one wing, Kolo Muani up top, Solanke running channels. It was meant to be beautiful. Then Seoul, final preseason friendly, 90th minute, Maddison stays down. ACL, gone. Season over before it started. The footage still hurts. Since then, Xavi Simons has worn the number 10 shirt for 14 games and produced exactly 0 goals and 0 assists. 0. Tottenham's attack has gone from potential fireworks to a damp squib. No one threading balls between the lines, no one taking risks, no one with that Maddison swagger. Ange Postecoglou keeps talking about waiting for the real Spurs. Well, Ange, the real Spurs are waiting in a hospital bed in London. When Maddison walks out at the new White Hart Lane again, grown men will cry. 3. Yoane Wissa, Newcastle's $55 million ghost. Deadline day was wild on Tyneside. Isak sold to Liverpool for a British record fee, tears, anger, then boom, Yoane Wissa walks through the door for £55 million. Brentford's goal machine, perfect Isak replacement, ready to link with Nick Woltemade and terrorize defenses. Except he's still waiting for his debut, not a single minute. Why? Because he went on strike at Brentford to force the move, missed all preseason, arrived overweight and undercooked, started extra fitness sessions, then picked up an injury on top. Newcastle fans paid £55 million for a player they've only seen in Instagram graphics. St. James's Park is dying to hear his song for the first time. When that day finally comes and Wissa sprints out in black and white, the roof is coming off. 4. Cole Palmer, Chelsea's ice-cold heart. Let the numbers do the talking first. 74 goal contributions in 101 Chelsea appearances. 22 goals and assists last season alone. The kid is 23 and already the most important player at Stamford Bridge. Cold as ice from the penalty spot, filthy from free kicks, vision that makes $100 million signings look average. But last season, Chelsea played until July. Conference League final, Club World Cup, the works. 13 straight months of football. Now the bill has arrived. Groin injury, out for up to 6 weeks, maybe more. Enzo Maresca keeps saying, we won't rush him. Mate, you might have to, because right now Chelsea look like a team that forgot how to score. No one taking games by the scruff of the neck. No one stepping up in the big moments. Palmer isn't just a player, he's the entire vibe. When he's back, the swagger returns. Simple as that. 5. Achraf Hakimi, PSG's one-man wing. Name a better right back in world football right now. I'll wait. 11 goals and 16 assists last season, from right back. Helped PSG to the quadruple, playing like prime Dani Alves and Cafu combined. This season started the same way. 3 assists in 4 Champions League games, bombing forward, locking down wingers, untouchable. Then Bayern at the Parc des Princes. One nasty challenge from Luis Diaz, ankle twists horribly, and suddenly the best fullback on the earth is on crutches for 6 to 8 weeks. PSG have been forced to play Warren Zaïre-Emery, a central midfielder, out of position just to plug the gap. They're winning games, but they're wobbling. Opponents are targeting that right side now. When Hakimi sprints back onto that pitch, hair flowing, defenders will have nightmares again. Pedri, Barcelona's broken magician. 21 years old, already on his 4th major injury absence. That stat alone should make every Barca fan want to scream into a pillow. When Pedri plays, Barcelona look like the team that's supposed to dominate Europe for the next decade. Silky, effortless, unstoppable. When he's missing, they're a midfield of hard workers who can't string 3 progressive passes together. He's not just a footballer, he's the dream. The reason Culés still sing about the future even when the present hurts. Right now he's in the gym doing rehab while the team scrapes draws against relegation candidates. Every week without him ages the fan base by a year. When that number 8 jersey runs out at the Bernabeu again and the ball sticks to his foot like glue, football poetry is back. 7. Kevin De Bruyne, Manchester City's dying dynasty key. Look at City right now and tell me what you see. Haaland isolated. Midfield overrun, passes going sideways or backwards. They don't look like champions, they look like mortal. And there's one glaring reason. No Kevin De Bruyne. The Ginger Maestro is still battling yet another hamstring issue, the same curse that's robbed him of huge chunks of the last 3 seasons. When he plays, City is a different animal. One crossfield ping and Haaland scores, one disguised through ball, and the opposition is ripped apart. Without him, they're a machine missing its engine. Pep keeps smiling in press conferences, but you know he's counting the days. When KDB finally jogs out at the Etihad again, that stadium will shake. Because everyone knows, as soon as KDB is fit, the Premier League is City's to lose again. 7 players. 7 clubs hanging by a thread. 7 comebacks that could turn tears into triumphs and send entire fan bases into meltdown, the good kind. Alisson saving titles, Maddison unlocking attacks, Wissa finally making his debut, Palmer freezing defenders, Hakimi bombing forward, Pedri dancing through midfields, and Kevin De Bruyne reminding the world why he's still the best passer on earth. Which return are you praying for the hardest? Whose first game back will you be waking up at 3 a.m. for? Drop your answer in the comments, smash that like button if these injuries have been driving you insane too, and subscribe right now, because when these kings step back onto the pitch, you'll want to be here for every single second of the chaos. The comeback season is loading, and it's going to be absolutely glorious.